If you clicked on this video, then I'm assuming that you're also a Paralives lover, and I'm sure you've been keeping up with Paralives. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a follower, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about all the April updates from this highly anticipated game. With now only 24 days remaining until early release on May 25th, the anticipation is so real and there's lots to cover. But before we get started with that, I just want to go ahead and have a little side note. As of today, I'm officially done with university. I literally just submitted my last final ever, hopefully. So now I do have a lot more free time, so I'm hoping to be starting some live streaming soon. More than likely it would be on Fridays because that is the easiest day for me to live stream. So if you're interested, make sure to leave a comment and let me know if that's something that you want to watch. I will most likely be doing Sims videos up until the release of Paralives. And on the release date, I'm hoping to do like a 4 to 6 hour stream. If that is something that interests you, please let me know in the comments and I will act and move accordingly. Also, I just want to give a few shout out to some comments. I'll go ahead and put them on screen of people that commented on my last video letting me know what was up, because there was some stuff that I got wrong. I always appreciate y'all correcting me. I will never get offended, and actually I encourage it. So if there's anything that I'm missing or anything that I'm incorrect about, please let me know in the comments. So a big shout out to these people here. Now let's get started for real. On April 2nd, we were graced with the promise of a lively game with the addition of town activities. The Paralives devs released a video showing us that we will be receiving town news through a newspaper. Now you may be asking, why did they do this? Well, they did this because they received feedback during playtesting that the town felt empty and lacking activities to do. So what did they do? They listened. Of course, we love that. So with town activities, we'll be able to do a variety of things, such as exploring the cosmos through a telescope. What strange phenomenon, whatever, may you encounter? Perhaps a black hole that will drop cars and puppies? Additionally, there will be town activities that only occur on certain days, so we will never get tired of the same activity over and over because you have to wait for it to happen on exclusive days. So picture this. On Sundays, you can plan a relaxing morning at the market where you can shop at town stores, unique stalls, buy clothes, find oddities. I believe they also said they were going to be including the nearby stores, or it was going to be near stores, something along those lines. Items will also be on rotation at the stall, so you won't get bored finding the same old things. Think of it kind of like a flea market vibes. And for my fellow Hispanic audience, it's like a swap meet. Or for the real Hispanics, like a tianguis. There's even a gym stall where you can pump iron and level up your fitness skill after finding odd little trinkets, if that's your thing. If you want to explore the cosmos, like I mentioned earlier, you can do that at the Astronomy Club on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Doing so gives you a learning boost in the science skill. Or if you feel like getting your Zen on and leveling up your fitness skill, you can take a yoga class at the park on Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Your pair will also get a learning boost while participating, just meaning that they'll learn faster. The devs picked location based on size, flatness, and making sure that there would be enough space for a class to participate. Lastly, on Thursdays, there's a weekly treasure hunt where you can find 20 different build mode items around town, but do not confuse these with collectibles. Those are two completely different things. These are items that you could either sell or use to furnish your homes. I do believe this will be amazing for storytelling and for gameplay. Just a little example, like similar to legacy challenges or things of that nature. I think that'll be super fun. I will also talk more about collectibles in a little bit. Do not worry. Chloe reassures us that the chests aren't hard to find, although they did experience a little bug where the chests didn't spawn at all, so they were impossible to find. Don't worry, they have since fixed it. Okay, moving on. April 9th, here we get to see the museum, but not just the interior, what we can expect from it. It isn't just a normal museum where you go and browse, as some other games have. We also get the chance to find buried chests. And what can you find inside these chests, you may ask? Who left them? We don't know. But you can dig and find out what's inside these chests, find collectibles, and donate them to the museum if you so please to do. Donating to the museum will just make it more lively, it'll change, and basically it's just going to add to the museum. Just from looking at the interior, to me it looks very cozy, very cute, very cutesy, and there's even a freaking gift shop. I anticipate some really cute first dates being here. So, moving on April 14th, we do get some insight on town animations. We get to see Perez knocking on the door, making a wish in a wishing well, digging for chests with shovels and hands, contemplating art, which there are 2 variations, reading the newspaper, getting snacks from the vending machine, and different walking variations, which we will see later on as well. There's also, we can see the yoga poses. The music is composed by Andre, of course, we love Andre, with the consideration that some things may change, so everything that you see here is subject to change. That is just something really important to keep in mind. They also share a little bit about walking styles, which will vary based on your Perez personality, current state, and life stage, which I will cover a little bit more in depth in just a second. Some other things that they talk about being in the works, again, keep in mind this is from February of this year, but they were working on a Paralives board game for the game, which I can only assume it's for your Paras to play, so it's just like a cute niche thing for the game. They're currently making animations for that. They're also making more town animations, and one example that they gave was to search through trash bins, which is interesting, I suppose. They're also working on more toddler animations and more furniture interactions, which is super cute. Okay, moving on. Now, let's imagine a game where there is no diversity in characters and every single character walks the same. Yawn. Thankfully, that is not Paralives. On April 23rd, we get to see the walking animations for different life stages, such as pregnancy, children, elder, toddlers. Of course, a toddler is going to walk differently than a child, but there's also some walking animations that are based on personality. So some of the personality traits that they gave us was energetic, gloomy, overjoyed, serious, and jester. Some other walking animations are also based on moods, such as happy, stressed, sad, angry, embarrassed, disgusted, and bored. On the post from March 13th, they also said that they wanted to do this just to give the Paras more personality, and they also wanted to avoid confusion and conflicts for overlapping moods and traits. So the way that they fixed this was by making sure that life stage will be the center stage for the walking animation, so there can be more combinations of walking, I guess. So like a pregnant para can also be like have a sad walk, you know what I mean? Like it's not exclusive. Now there's one thing that I found interesting, and that was that they were facing some criticism in the comments.
I did forget to mention one little update, which was on April 16th, where we get to hear a little bit more about what the game will actually sound like. Y'all games on your phone, because Sebastian sure does. Have a listen here. We also hear toddlers playing with stackable toys, a parrot playing the piano, and a toddler laughing. Although the criticism that I was talking about earlier was actually about the toddler voices. There were some claims in the comments stating that they use stock audio for toddler voices. Now, personally, I don't mind the toddler voices. I think they sound cute. But if we're going to be talking about stock voices, then I do think they maybe sound a little bit sharper and louder than the other paras if you really pay attention. If this claim is true, then I hope that they really do change this and use actual voice actors. If there is no actual basis to this and people were just making random and baseless claims, then they can probably just disregard. But either way, I do think the voices sound really cute. The very last update that we got from the Paralives devs was a little FAQ that they uploaded on April 13th to YouTube Shorts. Here they state the price of Paralives, which will be $39.99 US. I will also go ahead and include a screen grab of all the other prices from other regions. They also go over whether or not people should buy the game during early release, and it really is up to you and the experience that you're willing to have. So if you're okay with encountering bugs and knowing that not all the content is going to be readily available, then you should go ahead and get it during early access. Things to keep in mind is that the price is the price because it is early access. It will likely go up when it fully releases for version 1.0, so that is just something to keep in mind. It will also be available for Mac and PC, and right now there are no plans for making it on other consoles. It will also be available in 8 languages, those being English, French, Italian, German, Polish, Portuguese, Latin American Spanish, and simplified Chinese. And the last question that they asked was, are the devs still doing okay? Here's what they had to say for that.
Are you okay?
I think we can all agree that this month had lots of good updates and we're all super excited for the early release. I can't wait, and I know y'all can't wait, so stay tuned for more.
I do believe that I have covered everything so far, so if there's anything that you want to add or clarify, please make sure to add it in the comments. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time that I upload, and I hope to see you in my streams, ? Bye. Have a good one.